absorb methane gas when it decomposes. Maybe if we compost it, then that'll solve the problem.
Composting? Throw it away or you're fired.
Okay, I'll throw it away.
Not only did Fake Twombly sell his goods at incredibly high prices that most people couldn't afford,
What is this, $10 for a pear?
but he also disposed of all his excess produce in the trash, food that could be saving the lives of the 1 billion undernourished people of this world. You see this guy? His name is Mitt Reed. Although he's pretty quirky, he's going to end up solving this food crisis and become the superhero of the story. Like all superheroes, his parents are dead, so you inherit a lot of money. Oh yeah, and also a gardener.
Bum, 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 ba-da. Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da.
Hey, Beto, you know what? You're a pretty good gardener. That was a pretty efficient water system you had there. Hey, you know what we could do with our powers combined? We could fight to end food waste by distributing it properly.
What should we call ourselves?
The Green Llamas.
That sounds lame. We should call ourselves the Green Hornet.
I have a great idea. We should call ourselves the Green Hornet.
And thus the Green Hornet was born.
Dun-dun-dun! Did someone call for the Green Lantern?
Who the heck are you?
I'm a superhero.
Are your parents dead?
No.
I'm so rich. Can't believe those losers continue to buy food from my overpriced supermarket. And if they don't buy it, I just throw the food away. Who cares if I waste it? I have so much money.
Wow, you're so amazing, boss.
No need to say that.
Did you just hear what I just heard?
This looks like a job for
The Green Hornet!
all this time. Alistair Fake Twombly has been tricking us, luring us in with his good prices on bulk stock, while the poor families of our town cannot find a less costly, more efficient place to shop.
What should we do?
I don't know. I never graduated middle school.
You know what we should do? We should open up our own supermarket. We should donate our excess food, and we should donate our excess food. You know, in 1996, the Congress passed the Bill Emerson's Good Samaritan Act, which basically decreased donators' liability.
Beto, I just had the best idea ever. We should open a supermarket and donate the excess food instead of wasting it. I'm so smart.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Hello, how are you?
Great, thanks. It's good to finally have a supermarket around here that sells produce at affordable prices.
Isn't it? Also, if you have any extra packaged food that you would otherwise dispose of, please donate to one of these food bins that are at every entrance of the store.
Isn't it unsanitary, though?
Don't worry about it. Reedmart has specialized packages that check the food if it follows health regulations. Also, several years back, the government passed an act that reduces donor liability, so please don't hesitate to donate.
What an amazing concept. I'll be sure to stop by here instead of that fake mart a couple blocks away.
I approve. Also, before you go, please take one of these flyers detailing how you can help reduce the food waste at home.
All right, thank you. The boss isn't going to be too happy when he hears about how successful Green Mart is becoming. Yo, check out this flyer I got from the supermarket today. It says, America wastes 34 million tons of food each year.
What? No way.
Dude, we have been spending way too much money on food that just ends up going to waste.
So true. Just yesterday, I went to Reedmart and spent way too much bank.
And it just ends up piling up in the fridge. Dude, open it up and check out how many piles of food we got in there.
Wow, it's so much.
Dude, there's heck of food in there. We gotta give it away to our less fortunate homies in the slums. Like I want this is our food stamp.
Fake Twombly was driven into a corner. His monthly earnings had been decreasing ever since Mitt Reed stepped up to challenge his food monopoly. He was now earning less and wasting more. He decided to hire the Green Hornet, whose name had become a legend by now, to kill Mitt Reed, but he did not realize that the two were one and the same.
I don't get it. How can Mitt Reed make so much money while donating and giving back to the community?
You called?
See this guy? I want you to kill him. His
Why?
name's Mitt Reed.
Why? Why?
Because even though I skip over food safety procedures, even though I waste food, even though I break laws when I prepare food for consumption, people still prefer his stupid Reed Mart over my big
Well,
Mart.
that's pretty funny, because I am Mitt Reed.
You are?
Yeah, and I just recorded your entire confession on my iPhone 9000G.
No!
You're under arrest.
You can't.
Beto, that was one epic night.
Yes, indeed. You know what we should do? We should expand Reed Mart and make it a national chain. We'll call ourselves the Justice Leagues. Get it? Instead of Justice League, we're gonna promote greed. So it's gonna be Justice Leaves.
Beto, I just had the best idea ever.
Okay, let's hear it.
We make the Justice Leagues. It's like the Justice League, except for it's green. Anyway, no challenge is too large for the Green Hornet.
Let's go!
We now witness the 2011 United Nations Commission on Sustainable Development in New York, where these representatives from the Justice Leagues are attempting to find a solution to the multifaceted problem of sustainable consumption around the world.
So you see, rapid climate change means more monsoons in countries such as India and more droughts in African countries. More than ever, farmers need to find reliable ways of storing their crops from extreme weather. But in Asia, many countries don't have adequate storing facilities, and in Africa, farmers rely on wooden silos that are easily fractured by insects. This leads to tons of food waste each year. In fact, more than 25% of crops grown in Africa are wasted each year.
The Justice League proposes to cooperate with the United Nations to build 100,000 metal silos in countries such as Ethiopia, South Africa, and India by 2012. These silos will help provide a more secure system to store crops. Not only will this prevent food waste and help end world hunger, it will also provide jobs in construction for residents in these areas.
Finally, we can harness the power of genetic modifications to provide crops which are more resistant to pests and weather conditions in third world countries. These crops, called GMOs, would allow for larger harvest yields and less waste.
With people like the Green Hornet fighting hunger and promoting awareness locally and nationally, and international organizations like the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, which will handle the issue on a larger scale, we can bring about change in unprecedented levels. Together, we can fight world hunger by making the cultivation of crops and the distribution of them more efficient and waste less.
Expand Reed Mart.
Like a boss!
Add food recycling bins.
Like a boss!
Build silos.
Like a boss!
Reduce waste.
Like a boss!
Come on, let's have a heart. Join us and do your part. Help out in Africa and also Asia. Those people need food there, and we have food to share. Before